Let's talk about what's on the deck here.
There was one person who said we should have more of the furless cats.
Oh
no.
It's terrible.
The less hair a cat has, the more likely you are to see its genitals.
So Ben, you have a new TV reality show. It's called LOLwork.
LOLwork, L-O-L-W-O-R-K.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
And what's the concept and what are you guys going to be doing in the show?
They're following a small crew of people who work on I Can Ask Cheezburger. There's roughly 8 or 9 people regularly part of the show, and we basically get to see behind the scenes as to what their job is like and what their life is like.
My name's Allie. I'm a content moderator, which means I spend all day online with our users. I grew up in a house full of cats, so I'm fluent in cat lady.
Explain what I Can Ask Cheezburger does, for people who don't know.
Cheezburger is a company that runs many websites, including Failblog, I Can Ask Cheezburger, Memebase, and so on. I Can Ask Cheezburger is a site that features LOLCats, captioned cat pictures, as well as other funny and cute animal videos.
You're finding other stuff out there on the web and making fun of it and helping other people make fun of it.
Sure.
In this case, the show is about you.
Yeah, we didn't pitch that. They came back to us and said, we'd like to do a show about you.
Right.
I mean, what people do on our sites is they submit content, like videos or captions, and they remix content. We're a platform for expressing your sense of humor.
Right.
So one of the jobs of our editorial team is to manage that flow of content, to figure out what's working, how to time it correctly, when to publish it, and things like that. The show focuses on a group of people whose job is to handle that. It doesn't focus on the technical side. In that way, it doesn't show a typical tech startup-y feel. Right. But when you deal with funny animal pictures and cat captions all day, it's a unique environment.
Is this about how a startup works, how a company is developed, or is it more like you chasing around cats and stuff like that?
Well, there's no physical cats involved, so we don't get to literally chase anybody around.
No cats in the office?
No cats in the office.
Okay.
I think. I have to remember what happened. We're certainly funny, but we didn't know that. I mean, when we were talking about the show, my question to the producers are like, are you sure we're going to be entertaining? Because we kind of work on our laptops all day, right? Like any other typical startup.
Right.
But what we forget is that the work that we do is really strange and really odd. So therefore, I think when the rest of the world sees it, it'll be funny to them.
So many things on my plate right now.
It just as a general blanket rule, no dead cat ever?
Yes.
Yes. People don't come here to see dead cats. They want to see happy, smiling
People come here to
cats.
escape reality.
Yes.
On the show, I mean, what can people expect to see about you or the people there? Like, is there crazy things that you do that you don't normally do in the day? Or
I'll give you an example. I have a treadmill that like you walk on and then you can like type and look at the monitor.
like a hamster wheel.
It's more humane than a hamster wheel. One day I was like working and like with my headphones, I'm deep in thought, and I looked up and there's literally like a sea of people with like 2 cameras, a producer, a microphone guy, and I'm like, and then like this is probably look at my face like, what the hell are you guys doing? You have to get used to the camera. And then the opposite side is like, we're having a meeting and people started like, I could tell they were kind of hamming it up for the camera, and the producers are like, hey, let's not act for the camera, just be yourself. It is hard to be normal when there's lights and camera around, but at the same time, it's very hard for us to not be ourselves.
I don't like the sound of this conversation, and if it looks like a picture of something that may or may not be dead, then you just need to move on.
You have a new app that you helped start.
That's right.
Called Circa.
That's right.
Which is kind of a totally new way to do news.
So Circa is an iOS app that's designed to deliver breaking news in a very different manner, very effectively, very efficiently. Instead of providing you articles, it provides you with little bits of information in a stream-like format. You could follow the updates to a specific story, not a topic, not an event, but a specific story. And it's a stream called Points. The points are strung together into a story, but it's not an updated article. Like we don't do articles.
People think of you as the cheeseburger guy or the fail guy, but you've actually have a news background and you've kind of been thinking about this stuff for a while.
Sure, this is all a part of the same thesis. Cheezburger is a thesis about the internet needs its own platform for humor. And so we're going to let people express their sense of humor, remix their sense of humor to create something brand new. Circa is native format expression of mobile news.
You're covering all of the bases now. You're covering the news, you're covering the humor, Comedy Central, and then you have TV. Bravo. So you're covering all the you're ready to be like a media mogul,
We're working on that part. Yeah, I got a few years left.